We're all in the end shaped by our personal experiences, and one of my formative personal experiences was the factory where my dad worked closed down, and so my family had to move a few hundred miles away for him to find work. That was in the 80s, and the Tories are back and austerity's back, and we're having to fight some of these battles all over again.
Hi Richard, hello!
Hello.
Good to see you as well.
What else have we got here? Tribunal backs women chefs equal pay claim.
At least there's not a photograph.
There is on this one though, look.
Oh no!
Look.
I first met both Mary and Yvonne when they were at work. We discovered that they were being paid less than men who were doing exactly the same work. They were keen that together we fought it, and in both cases we were successful in winning equal pay for them. One of the founding principles of the Labour Party and the Labour movement is to fight for equality. It was Labour that introduced the Equal Pay Act, and it's always been Labour that has pursued an agenda for getting equal rights for people.
First of all, just to thank everybody for coming out here. What we wanted to do was talk over what's important to you, whatever you think is a priority for the Labour Party to take up.
I've worked in a 0-hour contract job before, but I was led to believe I could be working, 20 hours a week, and it ended up being about 3 hours a week. It's just an awful cycle of uncertainty.
Throughout most people's collective memory, living standards and the quality of life has largely gone up, and we've reached a point where it looks as though it's potentially going in the opposite direction, and that's partly as a result of austerity. People, I think, are seeking to exploit the position that young people especially find themselves in.
When I was growing up, for a while I lived in a privately rented house, and we had to move around quite a lot, and it really took an emotional toll on my parents, I think.
The Labour Party's been having a look at what can be done to better regulate that private rented sector and make it much more difficult for rent rises to be imposed without there being some objective justification for it.
I joined the Labour Party when I was 17 years old. It was the first political party that I joined. But I was quickly disillusioned, and since then I've been involved with the SNP, and I was a big supporter of independence. But then in the last couple of years, with Jeremy Corbyn and now yourself, I've seen that actually the Labour Party, which is my traditional home, my natural political home, can offer that real and radical change, and I can support them 100%.